assistance drivers. Summary. This research, we intended the new dose driving prevention system in 2009 in the laboratory. First, I quickly summarized what is the new dose driving system is. We tested those following vibrations massage for finger. Results works as successful. The second conditions effect. Such combined stimulus system is the new dose driving prevention system. However, the previous experiment drivers as all male average age 39. Experimental conditions, lab group, university room. Sitting use these machines called stress remover pulse produced by Home Ryan Research Institute. This vibrate to massage the place to touch. Prevention system 3. Fragrance effect. Citrus fruit. First, when the subject starts feeling some sleepiness, he or she uses the dose driving prevention systems. OS supply GF spray can on the hand, not supporting the steering if driving. And naturally inhale conditions of the experiment. In order to know the level of awakening, we need an arousal question method. It's able to measure connotative meaning of object, event, and concepts and research. The semantic seven adjective pair knowledge from the feedback of the dose driving prevention stimuli were created. Such as arousal positive keyword were set in the left side to be calculated as positive numbers, and all negative keywords are right side. Relatively smaller sample size, the comparison cannot be expected to compare statistically significant, for example, t-test. We tested two kinds of response categories. Percentage of SD survey responses. This is energetic and tired. About half of questions might be similar each other between the lab and drivers. Points between lab and driving for the ratio of positive and neutral responses. 5 of 7 questions different, half, about 60% of questions categories were overlapped. It means lab group experiment could reasonably both positive response and the neutral response showed driving group showed strongly about 25% higher evaluations for the reliable type of questions. So driver respond 25% more reliable questions than lab for both. The reasons might be driving conditions might involve more realistic risk of accident and psychologically depend on the devices to wake up physically. Interpretations of both group tendencies are both positive response and neutral responses showed. Driving group showed strongly 25% higher evaluations for the arousal. Second, lab group showed almost 18 and 35% higher evaluations response for arousal related questions for both positive and neutral response. So lab subject respond more arousal than drivers. Reasons might be lab conditions has sleepiness without fatigue. Driving conditions has sleepiness with fatigue. So lab conditions, sleepiness without fatigue. Driving conditions, sleepiness with fatigue. Lab group subject sleepiness was produced by just sitting in a comfortable chair. However, driving group subject experienced already long hours driving with even more fatigue. That might be why lab group could feel awake easier than driving group because of different activities during the time waiting for the feeling some sleepiness. Summary discussions. Many, which is both lab and drivers, answered a neutral response. 20 to 40% of through all questions, even though chances are 1 out of 7. Cultural influence to prefer neutral standing. According to Furuhata 2002, such tendencies occurred very frequently for survey responses among Japanese people typically. This is because the culture influences many of Japanese people tend to answer neutral responses and avoid extreme responses. Their historical socialism and traditional collectivism culture influences them not to be outstanding among the communities they related to, such as friends, neighbors, classmates, and colleagues. There might be some weak points. Smaller sample size, non-statistical significant test. The level of positive or negative responses could not be tested this time. Conclusions. Because of the similarity between the lab and the driving group subject survey, multi-stimulus driving prevention systems could be valid to actual driving conditions. As a future study, increasing the sample size and conducting the statistical significant test. A principal component analysis, both lab group and driving group data. Principal component analysis for later study in order to find main components of evaluations for arousal effect from both groups together. That level of stimulus change, such as a massage level or fragrance level, this would influence the level of awake too. Thank you for listening.